Hi everyone. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, Renee Young, and James E. Coronet here. And today on Collision or Hit, we have a good show here today. But sadly, we don't know where Shark Boy is at. So the TWF leadership team has chosen to take the TWF light heavyweight winnings off of Shark Boy for the 2nd time. Tony Schiavone says that tends to happen a lot here in the toy wrestling gathering. Yes, it does, Tony Schiavone. Renee Young says many runs with the winnings have been yielded to someone, putting someone somewhere, and then forgetting where they put him at. Renee Young says, or she. Well, that might be true, Tony Schiavone, Renee Young, but mostly just really bad booking and bad writing. If I was writing and booking, that would never happen. But then again, I did it in WCW and WF, so I really shouldn't have any room to talk. But who do you think is going to be the new TWF light heavyweight fighter? James E. Cornette says. Well, I guess we will have to seek that, Tony Schiavone says. So let me get this right. Shark Boy went missing again, like so many wrestlers in the toy wrestling gathering always seem to do. They put them somewhere, then they forget about them. They put them somewhere, then they forget where they put them at, and then when they want them, well, they can't seek them. So what they end up doing is then they end up just taking the winnings off of them, So I want to know if I'm just going to get this winning, or do I have to wrestle someone for it? Because that's the only asking thing that right now I want, the answer to. Yeah. And it truly is always really bad bullshit, Well, here comes Scarlet, or Scar-to-Dove, or Scarlet Bodox, whatever her ring name was when she was in MLW and TNIW. And here comes Killian Cross, formerly Killer Cross. And do you want to know who you're going to be fighting? Peach, Toadstool, Daisy, whatever you want to call yourself. You're going to be fighting my husband, Killian Cross, the former 2-time WWE NXT heavyweight fighter. Yeah, I know, Killian Cross. I know you had your first run in WWE, you were in NXT. And then you were the shit. And then you got traded to Raw, didn't go very well, got fired. Then your 2-diff run WWE, they put you on SmackDown. And then, after that, they then traded you, then you got traded to SmackDown. And then you were put on Raw for the 2-diff time. But the only thing you ever seemed to do in your whole run in WWE was being a 2-time WWE NXT heavyweight fighter. You beat Keith Lee, and then you had to yell it up because you were wounded. Then you won it back from Finn Balor. Then you lost it to Samoa Joe, and that was about it. You like to bring up things that happened in my first run in WWE when I was on NXT and then Raw, and my 2-diff run WWE on SmackDown then on Raw. I will soon win something. And if you're going to ask me where my hair's at, well, this Mattel doll of me was made before I started letting my hair grow back. It was offshooter for me in my first run in WWE. You're going to learn to onlook me. Killer Kross or Killian Kross. At the end of the day, haven't you learned by now, onlook is something that you can't ask for. You get onlook for, you know, how you deal with folks, you know, and what you say and what you do. At the end of the day, it you can't ask for onlook. Stone Cold Shark Boy says, no one's giving up my winnings. I still the TWF light heavyweight fighter, son and sister. And I still the TWF light heavyweight fighter. And if any of you sorry son of a bitches, you know, think they're going to take the light heavyweight winnings away from Shark Boy, that's not going to happen. What is going to happen is that I going to stub a mud hole in both your rears and walk it dry, and that's the bottom row, 'cause Stone Cold Shark Boy, shut up you Steve Austin wannabe. Oh shit, now he just got something started. And now Peach finally knocked down Killian Kross and helping out Shark Boy, and then Scarlett just knocked down, you know, Peach. Oh, this shit's getting out of hand, you know, truly fast. Well, now we got a Fight Lord in the ring now. So it looks like this match is, you know, going to happen. So what is it going to be? Looks like we're going to have what's it going to be? It looks like Killian Kross has been told he has to leave, since Shark Boy is still the TWF light heavyweight fighter. But now it's going to be a freeway, you know, between Peach, Shark Boy, and Killian Kross. Oh, and Peach just took down Killian Kross. And this time, Tony Schiavone said she got hands. Body slam. Yeah, Renee Young says this Peach got hands, unlike the one that we got before it didn't have hands. Peach right now on the bind right now. Shark Boy just hit Peach with the Shark Boy stunner. So Tony Schiavone said, it ain't the stunner, it's just a neck breaker. He's not Steve Austin. James E. Cornette says he's a Steve Austin wannabe. Oh! He'll never be stunning or overstar or ringleader or Stone Cold. He's just a wannabe. And Killian Kross put him in the cross jacket or in the round coat. The round coat. Tony Schiavone says, call Shark Boy if you will. Call him a Steve Austin knockoff. Call him a Steve Austin wannabe. Tony Schiavone said, and Peach is breaking it up. You know, I can tell you one thing, Renee Young says, Peach wants to do everything she can do to, you know, become the TWF light heavyweight fighter once again, Renee Young said. It is still a fiend, a Flanton bomb on Shark Boy. And Killian Kross has knocked her down from behind, Tony Schiavone says. Once again, Killian Kross, the bully, the heel, the creep, hitting someone from behind in a wrestling match, Renee Young says. You know, James E. Cornette said, heels, bullies, creeps, whatever you want to call them in the skilled wrestling business, do heelish shit. I spent many years in every sundriest wrestling business I've been in, mostly playing a heel. You know, and by the way, my mother was happy with me playing the heel all those years. James E. Cornette says. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Harry's your winner. And the new TWF light heavyweight fighter, Killian Kross. Well, Killian Kross has beat both Peach and Shark Boy to become the TWF light heavyweight fighter. It was, I guess, lucky or unlucky for Shark Boy that someone out there, that someone out there, Tony Schiavone said, saw where Shark Boy was at and then went out to get him. Tony Schiavone said, well, at the end of the day, Renee Young said, I don't know how lucky it was for Shark Boy. I mean, he still got beat up really bad, Tony. And so did Peach, too. I'll tell you one thing right now, Tony and Renee. Killian Cross, even though only I haven't really known him that well, and he would have been someone wrestler that I would have had fun being the overseer to. You know, there were wrestlers I really did have fun being the overseer for. Well, we'll say Big Van Vader and Dan Cedron, just named those folks. You know. But I think Killian Cross would be a great TWF light heavyweight fighter. Alright, Tony Schiavone says. You can be right about that, James. You have a right to your own belief, your own thoughts. You know, about Killian Cross being the TWF light heavyweight fighter. Tony Schiavone says, I'll tell you one thing right now, James. At the end of the day, either you like Killian Cross or you hate Killian Cross, or you on-look him or you don't. It really doesn't make a big unlikeness, does it? He's the TWF light heavyweight fighter. Take it away to Corey Graves. Thank you, Tony Schiavone and Renee Young. I'm going to be talking with Killian Cross and Scarlett here today on Collision or Hit. Alright, Killian Cross, or Killer Cross. You're now the TWF light heavyweight fighter. What made you come back? From what? I didn't go away. Yeah, I haven't been wrestling and fighting for some time, but I didn't go gone. You know. And I beat Peach. I beat Shark Boy. And now I, the TWF light heavyweight fighter. And unlike Shark Boy, where they almost took the winnings off of him because he went missing and they forgot where they put him, no one really seemed to forget where they put me at. Well, yeah, we all know that whatever show you were on, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, Raw, you were a heel. Whatever I was at, either I was in IW, or MLW, or WWE, I was a heel. And now I, the TWF light heavyweight fighter, and heads will roll now. Well, Scarlett, what do you have to think about your husband, Killian Cross, being the TWF light heavyweight fighter? Well, at the end of the day, Corey Graves, I think it's wonderful, because now we'll have a light heavyweight fighter we can all worship, all on-look, all love. And he'll be my husband, Killian Cross. We won't have to worry about, shitheads like Peach and Shark Boy, or Noah Dar, or other folks. Because now there'll be a TWF light heavyweight fighter that everyone will fear. They might not on-look him, they might not love him, but they will fear him. Well, thank you, Killian Cross and Scarlett. Back to you, Tony Schiavone and Renee Young. Thank you, Corey Graves, for talking with Killian Cross and Scarlett here today on Collision or Hit. And that's all the time we got here for Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, Renee Young, and James E. Cornett. We hope you like Collision or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw.